What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, man. Please bear with me today as I'm a little bit under the weather, but we're going to get through this video about Tyreek Hill and the take that Aqib Talib had on the arena about why Tyreek Hill got injured, man. And we saw this gruesome injury I'm showing you right here on your screen. Ended up tearing his ACL and other ligaments all throughout his leg. And we could see Tyreek Hill smiling when he leaves the field. Now, I want to get into what Aqib Talib said because I have a lot to say about this. Let's get right into it, guys.
I always said, these football guys don't play no games. You know what I'm saying? They do not play games. They don't make no mistakes. You got allegations of beating your wife. Hey, that shit is real. I don't play like that. I'll be off this show. Somebody, if I get a call right now about somebody beating on sister, wife, daughter, any one of them, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really play like that. And football guys, they brutal. They don't make no mistakes, man. So, hey.
So you're suggesting
they tease you a little
got
bit.
Even?
Karma.
No?
It's karma, man. Hey, man, hey. You seen that tackle happen 1,000 times.
Thousand
times.
A billion
And then
times.
he snapped his whole leg in half. Then to be 32 by next year he'd be 32 when the season start. You make your money on speed. That might be the last we see of Tyreek Hill.
I'm saying.
Honestly.
That's when I seen that. That's the first thing
it might really be the last we see of Tyreek Hill, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
we were
Now, that is a bold take, in the immediate aftermath of someone snapping their leg, pointing to karma. But I will say, just looking around the internet and reading different comments, there is a lot of people who feel that way. Now, that's the thing that people have in their mind that they won't say out loud, but it definitely is people looking at Tyreek Hill saying all these things that's been going on. And I didn't go there with it, but I think about the financial portion of it and how much he's paying out to the different people he's paying. And so we're going to get into that right now. Now, one thing Aqib did say is that may be the last we see of Tyreek Hill, given that he'll be 32 next year. And, his game is predicated upon speed. So let's look. It says Tyreek Hill pays around $2,500 a month for each of the children he has with Brittany Lackner and Kimberly Baker, while he pays approximately $13,500 a month for the three children he shares with Crystal Espinal. Brittany Lackner, one of the women who filed a paternity suit, has stated Hill's offer of $2,500 per month is woefully inadequate given his salary. So now she's trying to get more money out of Tyreek Hill, and that may end up being granted, but he was also married, remember, for a few months, and he got accused of the DV and all that. Now, this is what Aqib Talib's talking about. It says Tyreek Hill pays Keita Vaccaro approximately $500,000 as a lump sum, $20,000 to $50,000 per month in spending money per month. That's crazy. $457,517 in legal fees and $100,000 for a new vehicle. Additionally, she will have exclusive use of their $5.5 million Miami condo, with Hill covering the mortgage, utilities, and insurance for the place. Now, he is also responsible for the health insurance costs for his daughter with Vaccaro and also her insurance as well. So he got to do that. Then, on top of the mortgage, utilities, and insurance and all that, he has to pay for her internet. So just another luxury, he has to pay for. And so I thought about that part, and I also thought about Tyreek Hill and some of the things he's been saying, towards his teammates, because remember, there were trade rumors even before this happened. And they were talking about the Chiefs could be a potential landing spot for him to go back to. But let's look at what he said to kind of ostracize his Miami teammates.
I mean, for me, like I said, man, I just got to do what's best for me and my family, dog. If that's here or that's wherever the case may be, man, I'm finna open that door for myself, dog. As I'm opening the door, like I'm out, bro. So it was great playing here, but at the end of the day, bro, I got to do what's best for for my career and what's best. because I'm too much of a competitor to be, you know, just
Does that mean
just out there.
Mean you thinking about leaving here?
If it is, hey, if yeah.
Now, I did a video much earlier, shortly after, he was pulled over by the police when he was headed to the game. And when he said what he said in that last clip, I was like, Tyreek, you want to remain a good teammate because you never know what can happen in your NFL career. And I specifically said an injury or anything like that, you have non-guaranteed contracts. Now, he's on a 3-year, $90 million deal right now. But what after that? Because you got some serious money going out, and you're paying those costs right now. Your alimony that you're paying, I believe they said don't have like it's indefinite right now. You don't know when it's gonna end, and so he's gonna have to continue to make money. Those are large sums of money going out. I mean, if you talk about $20,000 to $50,000 in spending money a month that you're sending anybody, I don't care how much money you have, you can feel that amount going out, to someone who you may feel like is not earning it. Now, I have my opinions about the lady because Tyreek Hill had a baby in that same year. And so if you marry a man who had a baby within a few months of y'all getting married, then that tells me something about you knowingly doing that. It just don't seem like it should happen in the same year, right? But she did that. And but Tyreek, as far as his career, man, I think uh, Aqib may have a point when you talk about it may be the last time we see Tyreek Hill, because of the character issues that the Miami Dolphins had. Some of the teams that would have wanted Tyreek Hill, you're looking at Tyreek Hill playing again when he's 33, or something like that. Well, maybe at some point next year, but uh, is he gonna be the same? Will he be able to get that same speed? He's not a young player. He's the aging speedster. So, do we think he'll be able to uh, get to that same level? And his calling card being his speed, will he be able to achieve that level of separation like he used to prior to this injury? And you have to think, is the team willing to deal with the headache? Now, this may humble him, yes. I think that encounter like this or a situation like this may humble you, but is it too late for you to come humble? Because these teams, we know how they do with you. If you can perform, they'll tolerate. But you know, um, if you come humble now, are they even willing to deal with you if you are a few tenths of a second slower than you were prior to this? And what I will say though is, looking at this honestly, Tyreek, if he does get a deal, is gonna be short term, and the team's gonna have all the leverage going forward with him, which is absolutely devastating because I know he wanted one more deal, that was pretty uh that had a lot of guaranteed money and was up there in the high tens of millions. But don't look like that's gonna happen, man. Let me know what y'all think about what Aqib Talib said, though. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.